Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the topic geography, lesson Human Geography of Tamil Nadu. Human Geography of Tamil Nadu. In this lesson, we are going to focus on the topics agricultural factors, major crops and their distribution in Tamil Nadu. Then about the water resources in Tamil Nadu. In the previous lesson, we have seen about the major rivers that are in Tamil Nadu. So today, we are going to see about the different dams in Tamil Nadu. Then mineral resources and industrial resources in Tamil Nadu. Then to analyze the population and its composition in Tamil Nadu. Now what is human geography? It refers to the study of the different ways of development of human beings with their society, their operation in relation to their physical environment. So this chapter focuses on the distribution of the different resources in Tamil Nadu, their characteristics and how human beings utilize all those resources. Now, we have studied earlier about the different landforms that is in Tamil Nadu. So, because of the various landforms, we have different natural resources, many rivers, we have the different types of soil. Because of all this, we have a variety of plant and wildlife in Tamil Nadu. There are so many natural resources in Tamil Nadu. So, human beings utilize it. So, human beings with their skills and intelligence use all these resources, and because of that, we have various industries. So, human beings are the significant resources on the earth, and they are the ones who turn all the natural resources into useful products. So, if human beings are not there, all these resources will not be made use of. So, human beings with the use of their skills and intelligence make use of all these natural resources and convert them into useful products. So, it is very important for a state or a country that human resources are the most important ones. Without them, a place cannot economically develop. Now first, we are going to focus on the topic agriculture. What is agriculture? Agriculture is the process of growing plants, cultivating them for human beings' purpose. Now this word agriculture is derived from the Latin word ager and cultura. So it means field and growing. Early man did not know to do agriculture. So when human beings started settling, agriculture was the first occupation done. So agriculture plays a very important role in the life of human beings. So what is agriculture? It is the practice of farming. It includes growing crops, rearing of animals, birds, forestry, fisheries and other related activities. Agriculture is the major occupation of the people in Tamil Nadu. Most of the rural people are engaged in agriculture. Nearly 65% of the rural population are dependent on agriculture. Agriculture provides employment for rural people, and agriculture provides raw materials for all the industries. There is a strong link between agriculture and economic growth. A country's economic growth is mainly dependent on agriculture. Only if a nation prospers in agriculture will the economy grow. And in Tamil Nadu, the major crops are paddy, millets and pulses. Apart from that, sugarcane, cotton, sunflower, groundnuts, cashews, gingerly, all these are grown. So we have a major crops, that is food crops and commercial crops that are grown in Tamil Nadu. Now, what are the geographical determinants of agriculture? So, Tamil Nadu has diverse physical features like hills, plains, plateaus. So, based on that, agriculture is determined. So, the first determinant is landform. So, landform, climate, soil and irrigation are the geographical determinants of agriculture. So, we are going to see them one by one. The first topic is landform. Landform, we have in Tamil Nadu hills, plains and plateaus. So, among them, plains are the most suitable for agriculture. The rivers carry all the minerals and they deposit it on the plains. So, plains are fertile. They have alluvial soil which plays a very important role in the growth of crops. So, plains are the most suited for the cultivation of crops, whereas on plateaus it is moderate, on the hills it is very less. So, landforms, depending on the type of landforms, the growth of crops also differs. So, on the plains it is more, on the plateaus it is moderate, on the hills it is very less. For example, Kaveri plains are very fertile because of the alluvial deposits and they are best suited for the growth of paddy. The next factor is climate. Tamil Nadu is situated in the tropics. So, Tamil Nadu enjoys a tropical monsoon type of climate as the whole India experiences. So, the temperature of Tamil Nadu is very high and we get rains from the northeast monsoon. So, only tropical crops can be grown because of the hot climate, and based on the availability of water, the crops are determined. So, the major cropping seasons begins when we get rains from northeast monsoon. Most of the farmers depend on the monsoons for the cultivation. So, the rainfall in this season and the irrigation facilities which the farmers have is made use of and the crops are cultivated accordingly. Now, soil is one of the essential elements for agriculture, and soil provides all the minerals that are needed for the growth of crops. If the soil is fertile, crops can be cultivated. So, soil provides all the minerals and the nutrients that is required for the growth of the crops. So, the region of river valleys and the coastal plains are fertile because they are covered with alluvial soil. So, the river valleys and the coastal plains are filled with alluvial soil. The next topic is irrigation. So monsoon rainfall in Tamil Nadu is irregular. So if the rain fails, the farmers find it very difficult to cultivate the crops. So irrigation becomes very necessary when rainfall is less. In the dry areas, rain-fed crops are cultivated. There are different types and regions of agriculture practiced in Tamil Nadu. So we have the different farming types. So we have subsistence agriculture, then we have plantation, type of agriculture, then we have mixed farming. So these are the different types of agriculture practices that is followed in Tamil Nadu. So the first subsistence intensive agriculture is practiced all over Tamil Nadu. Practiced all over Tamil Nadu except a few regions. Plantation agriculture is done on the hill slopes of the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Mixed farming is done on the banks of the river Kaveri and then Pennai. So we have subsistence agriculture, plantation agriculture, then mixed farming. Now in Tamil Nadu, based on the different crops for the different season, we have the different cropping seasons as well, based on the temperature and availability of moisture. So because of this, we have the different cropping seasons in Tamil Nadu. So the first one is Swarnavari, that is Chittirai Pattam, Samba, Adipattam and Navarai. So three types of cropping seasons, and these three types of cropping seasons are having different months for sowing and harvesting. Now what are the different months that is there for the sowing and harvesting? So in the Swarnavari, the sowing season is April and May. Sowing period and harvesting period, April to May. So harvesting season is August to September. And in the Samba season, the sowing season is July to August. Harvesting season is January to February. In Navarai season, November to December, and the harvesting is done February and March. So we have the Swarnavari sowing season April and May, harvesting August and September, and the main crops grown are millets and cotton. In the Samba season, sowing is done in the month of July and August, and the harvesting is done in the month of January and February. The main crops are paddy and sugarcane. Then we have the third one, Navarai. Sowing season is from November to December and the harvesting season is February and March. Here we have the fruits, vegetables grown in the Navarai season. So these are the three important cropping season Tamil Nadu has. Now, what are the major crops that are found in Tamil Nadu? So we are going to focus on the major crops, that is paddy, millets, pulses, oil seeds, sugarcane, cotton and plantation crops. Now, paddy is the most important staple food of the South Indians. So, growing of paddy is important one in Tamil Nadu. So, it is a staple food of the people in Tamil Nadu, and we have different variety of paddy seeds. So, we have ponni and kichidi and samba. These are the varieties of the rice crops that is grown in Tamil Nadu. Although it is grown all over Tamil Nadu, some places grow paddy on a large scale, concentrated mostly in Tanjavur, Tiruvarur, Tiruvallur, Kanjipuram, Kadalur. So, these places concentrate in the growth of rice. And among all the states in India, Tamil Nadu ranks third in the growth of rice. Rice is grown on a large scale in Tamil Nadu, so Tanjavur is the most important place. The deltaic region of the river Kaveri is the most fertile region where rice is grown in Tamil Nadu. So it is called as granary of Tamil Nadu. Tanjavur is called as granary of Tamil Nadu since the entire region is concentrated in the growth of rice. Tanjavur is a granary of Tamil Nadu. The next crop is millets. Apart from paddy, millets also is the staple food of the people of Tamil Nadu. There are different millets grown in Tamil Nadu. They are cholam, kambu. So these are the varieties. So these are grown in dry areas. Millets are the crops which are grown in dry areas where there is less rain and the soil is also less fertile. So wherever there is poor soil and no rain also, millets can be grown, and millets form a part of a diet of the people of Tamil Nadu. So we have sorghum that is grown in Coimbatore Plateau. Ragi is grown in Coimbatore, Vellore and Kadalur district. Bajra is cultivated in Tirunelveli, Karur and Salem. So these are the important millets grown in Tamil Nadu. And in Tamil Nadu, we have the Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute. Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute, which plays a major role because it undergoes rice research. Rice research is undertaken there. How to provide high yield variety seeds, how to improve the growth of rice, all that is undertaken by that. So it was established in the year 1985 April. So with the existence of all the agricultural colleges that is found in Tamil Nadu, they do all the researches to find out the new varieties of rice based on the cropping system. India observed 2018 as the National Year of the Millets. National Year for Millets, and FAO has decided to observe 2023 as the International Year for Millets. International Year for Millets. Apart from millets, pulses are the major sources of protein. So in Tamil Nadu, we have different variety of pulses: Bengal gram, green gram, horse gram. All these form a part of the people of Tamil Nadu. It has a wide, the pulses are grown in a wide range of climatic conditions, drier areas with or without irrigation. And mild, cool climate and moderate rainfall is needed for the growth of pulses. So pulses serve as an excellent fodder also. Pulses are grown almost all over Tamil Nadu except in Chennai, Nilgiris and Kanyakumari. Coimbatore leads in the production of Bengal gram, Vellore and Kanyakumari red gram, Tiruvarur and Nagapatnam green gram and black gram. Horse gram is cultivated in Dharmaburi and Krishnagiri. Next we move on to oil seeds. Oil is a very important part of our diet. So from early times oil has been taken from groundnuts, from coconut, from gingerly and castor. So we have groundnut oil, coconut oil, gingerly oil and castor oil. All these are used in the cooking. Apart from this, using the oil for preparation of food, oil is also used as a lubricant in the manufacture of varnish, soaps, candles, cosmetics and pharmaceuticals. Now in Tamil Nadu, groundnut is a major oil seed. From early times, oil has been got from groundnut. The cultivation of groundnut is mostly concentrated in Vellore, Tiruvannamalai, Viluppuram, Salem and Pudukottai district. Coconut is grown in Coimbatore, Tanjavur and Kanyakumari. The next important crop is sugarcane. Sugarcane is one of the major cash crops. It is the major cash crop and it is an annual crop also. It needs very fertile soil and it needs heavy rainfall. Growth of sugarcane has been started very earlier in India. It requires high temperature and heavy rainfall. So it grows in the tropical region. So the major sugarcane producing areas are Viluppuram, Kanchipuram, Vellore, Erode and Tirunelveli. The next crop is cotton. Cotton is a fiber and a cash crop. Fiber and cash crop. Already you know that cotton grows well in black soil, but the climatic conditions required for the growth of cotton differs. So humid weather is needed in the early stage. Hot, dry weather during the harvest period is required for cotton. Mostly cotton is predominantly grown in Coimbatore Plateau and Vaigar, Vaipar river basins. It is also cultivated in Madurai, Ramanathapuram, Tirunelveli, Thoothukudi, Salem and Dharmaburi districts. The next important crop is plantation crops. Plantation crops, examples are tea, coffee, cashew and rubber and cinchona. Tamil Nadu ranks second in area and production of tea next to Assam. So we have the tea plantations found in the Nilgiris and Coimbatore. The Nilgiris is notable for tea plantations. Next one is coffee. Coffee is grown in the Western Ghats and in the Eastern Ghats. It is found on the hill slopes of Dindigul, Madurai, Theni and Salem. So in Salem we have Yercaud, which is famous for coffee. Tamil Nadu stands second in the area of production of coffee next to Karnataka. Rubber plantations are found in Kanyakumari. Pepper is found in the warm and wet slopes of the eastern and the western Ghats. So cashew is extensively cultivated in Kadalur district. And in Tamil Nadu we have Tan tea, that is Tamil Nadu Tea Plantation Corporation Limited, one of the biggest black tea producers in the India, which has high quality clonal tea. Its plantation spreads nearly over some 4,500 500 hectares. Now, in Tamil Nadu, to promote organic farming, a scheme named National Project on Organic Farming was launched apart from general things. So, what they do, this scheme provides financial assistance through capital investment or subsidy scheme to cultivate crops without the use of fertilizers or without the use of high yield variety seeds. So, this provides a healthy crop, that is the organic crop, that is very good for health, without the use of artificial manure and pesticides and fertilizers. The next topic we are going to cover is the livestock animal husbandry. Now, what do you mean by livestock? Apart from farming, that is the growing of crops, the farmers concentrate on rearing of cattle in the farms. This provides additional income for the farmers when there is no rainfall. So, rearing of cattle, that is cows, goats, buffaloes, sheep, bees and all this plays a very important role, and it forms an integral part of the socio-economic fabric of the rural people. So, what are these important livestock that is reared in Tamil Nadu? So, we have goat, sheep, fishing, because we have a very good coastline, and in the fishing we have marine fishing and inland fishing. The goat is called as the poor man's cow. It is a very important component of the farming system. So, the farmers, apart from growing crops in their fields, rear goats which provides milk and meat. Apart from this, cows, buffaloes are also reared, also provide milk and meat for the farmers. So, goat is the best alternative. Sometimes when cows and buffaloes are not able to be reared in the farm, goat is the best alternative because it has very low investment, profitable venture for small scale farmers and marginal farmers. Sheep is mainly reared for its meat and wool and its skin, and it forms a very important component of the rural economy, particularly in the semi-arid and the arid regions where there is no water, when the farmers are not able to grow anything in their fields, especially the mountain areas. In the mountain areas, sheep is reared. It provides a dependable source of income for the farmers because of the sale of the wool and the skin. Fishing is very important because Tamil Nadu has a very good coastline. So, it is a major occupation of the state. Fishing is a major occupation. And we have widespread rivers, and where the rivers meets the oceans, that is the Indian Ocean, and we have the Bay of Bengal. So, we have inland fishing as well. So, fishing is done in Tamil Nadu. So, we have marine fishing that is done in the seas and the inland fishing that is done in the rivers. So, Tamil Nadu has a very good coastline, a very big coastline that favors fishing. Nearly 41,412 square kilometer of continental shelves are there in Tamil Nadu, which provide major fishing grounds in Tamil Nadu. So, it is one of the leading states in marine fishing. One of the leading states in marine fishing. Marine fishing We have inshore fish that is carried out in the oceans and the seas. Here, large boats, mechanized systems are used in marine fishing. So, fishing within few kilometers from the shoreline is called as inshore fishing. Fishing beyond that inshore line is called as offshore fishing. So, we have two types, inshore and that is near to the coast and after that areas. So, 20 to 30 miles out in water, that is called as offshore fishing. So, the fish varieties that are caught is conch, catfish, silver bellies and crabs. And Chennai, Kanyakumari, Ramanathapuram are all the important places where fishing is done. Tanjavur and Ramanathapuram districts contribute nearly 40% of the marine fishing. A coastal location favors fishing in these regions. Inland fishing is carried out in lakes, rivers and ponds. Estuaries, backwaters and swamps. So, here catamarans and diesel boats are used, otherwise floating nets are also used in inland fishing. Oysters and prawns are cultivated. Oysters and prawns are cultivated in the farms. Department of Tamil Nadu Fisheries has introduced several programs for the betterment of fishing. Vellore district leads in the inland fishing. The leading producer in inland fishing. So, nearly some 10% of the entire state of the inland fishing is done by this place. Apart from that, we have Kadalur, Sivagangai and Virudunagar districts which ranks second with nearly 9% of the inland fishing. So, with that we come to the end of this session.